Once we decide where to go, it'll take about 10-15 minutes to set this 12-story building up. So it's kind of a neat process to watch. But if you're cold and you want to wait in the van, you can do that also. But if you guys want to hop out and watch the process, get some photos, you can do that also. As it's stretching out, we'll blow the air into it, and as it once it's ready to go, then we'll add the heat. It'll stand up. We'll have you guys load aboard. There is no easy way to get into a basket. Just head diving today. Yeah, so there is footholds on the side. So when you get close to when it's time to load in, you'll use it like a ladder, 1 foot up, 1 foot over. Get both feet and kind of lower yourself in gently. I do highly recommend getting both feet, because if you drop in with 1 foot, you'll end up doing the splits, and that's not that fun this early in the morning. Once you're in the basket, that's the time for the pictures. We do have those different banners. We have those birthday banners, anniversary banners, divorce banners. Some of these are bad jokes, and some of them just get worse. Anyways, once you're done with the photos, once I'm ready to go, then we'll take off and fly. We'll fly downwind, and when we come in for a landing, we'll have you guys hold on tightly, bend your knees to absorb any shock, but most importantly, stay in the basket till I tell you to get out. I know it sounds silly, but the balloon has enough heat to keep the balloon upright, gravity to keep it down. People start hopping out before we're ready. The balloon can actually take off and be like, sorry, see ya. So stay in the basket till we tell you to get out. Once we're on the ground, we'll pack up and then bring you guys back here for a little champagne, tell us a little history of balloons. So how does that sound?
Great. That'll be like,
Great. We'll have you guys go ahead.
Airborne.
Okay, we just left Belair Vineyards. Now we're gonna get ready to go on a balloon.
Here we go. Beat that, Chili's.
The funniest part.
Going over. Remember, we could do this in our 20s without flying.
I left it with my man.
You guys know who invented hot air ballooning and when it got started, right? You're right, the norm. Nobody knows that. Normal. The French. The French started ballooning back in the late 1700s. The actual date, November 21st, 1783, was the first manned flight in somewhat controlled aircraft, which way before airplanes, it was a hot air balloon. Not quite what we fly today, but the concept was the same. Back then, it was a big linen balloon that they built, big smoky fire to heat this thing up. So you gotta have to think about this. In this late 1700s, in a big smoky balloon, the pilots thought they were gonna climb up and travel a long ways. But you gotta think about this. We know how that really works. How far do you think they get in the 1700s? Yeah, they don't get too far away from where they take off. But they wanted to put something on board their balloon to show people where they were coming from. Thinking they were gonna travel a long ways, they wanted something unique on board. Now you gotta remember, if you were some farmer in a field in France in the 1700s and you saw a hot air balloon take off, fly across the sky, you'd be looking at a UFO today. You would not know what this thing was flying across the sky. So they wanted something unique and familiar on board, so wherever they did land, they could show those people they were fellow Frenchmen and not, aliens from another planet kind of thing. So what do you think they put on board? Any guesses?
The Florida.
That was before the flight. That was actually, he's correct, but they were test flights were livestock before that. But the manned flight, what did they put? Oh, did he cheat? I saw you look back. It was champagne. Okay? Champagne was very well known. It was only made in that area. People knew where it came from. So they chose to put the champagne on board this balloon. They cut the ropes and off this thing goes. So you got to think about this. 1783, big linen balloon, not going very far away. They only landed about a quarter mile from where they took off. So the people on the ground saw it take off. They know where it came from. The pilots ended up drinking their own champagne, had a big toast and a big celebration. That's where this tradition kind of started. Now, us pilots these days, we're just pretty much alcoholics, so we keep the tradition going. But over time, you guys, the Irish got involved. Now, the Irish, they came up with a toast, a little Irish prayer. Now, their tradition was to do the prayer, or this toast, all the drinking before they took off, though. So, I'm Irish, guys, it makes sense. They had it right, but for us to drink and pray to you guys before we go is probably not a good look. So, we kind of changed the tradition a little bit. We do the toast, the prayer, the drinking part after the flight. Makes more sense. I think everybody's got something to drink, right? Yeah. Little Irish prayer, guys, and it goes, the winds have welcomed you with softness. The sun has blessed you with his warm hands. You have flown so high and so well that God has joined you in laughter and sent you gently back into the loving arms of Mother Earth. Cheers, guys. Congratulations.
So we also have your certificates here, so you've all graduated from the College of Higher Knowledge. When we call your name, just raise your hand high enough. I'll do my best to Anyways,
holy shit.
Bruce?
Yeah, it's really good. We just left the cake house to re-up, and I'm pretty stoked about it. The guy that checked us out actually lived in Hawaii and was in K-Bay for a bit, so that was pretty fucking cool. And what I got is, I got Moonrock Pre-Roll Gorilla Glue, but this one is 49.8. Super high up there, super stoked for this one. I'm gonna save it for when I get my morbid sads, which happens around 7 p.m. every night. I got this awesome, this one's Yoda OG disposable pen. Dealer's choice for that one. And the last pack of Cure. I love Cure. It's just good old clean. It's usually 30 to, yeah, this one's 26. So I'm gonna smoke this first. And then I'm gonna hit the pen. And then later I'll hit the other one.